Well, hey there. It is another gorgeous homesteading day here on Jubilee Ranch. I am down here in our lower pasture where Josh has been digging out this pond area. Wanted to see just how much water is holding in it since we've had some seriously torrential downpours the last few days. It's almost felt like Noah's flood. It's marvelous because we have been in a drought here. Eastern Montana is in the worst drought ever on record. And so here in Northwest Montana, we've been doing pretty good, but we didn't have enough snowfall this year. So people were concerned. We were definitely showing drought conditions, and God has been really wonderful and marvelous with giving us this extra rainfall. So I'm gonna turn the camera around here. This is our pond. It might not look too big. It's hard to see, but Josh kind of put in some ledges there. This is a ledge, and it kind of goes down and around into the pond. I'm gonna work with the girls here once it dries up a bit, and we're actually gonna stack rocks to give it a better base, but that is holding a good amount of water. So praise the Lord. I am so thankful. He might even extend the size of this pond a little bit so we can put some fish in it, but we'll see, another day. And then up here, we're gonna be running almost small culvert type pipe, flexible piping down the mountain off of some gutters from that side of the house, and to make sure we are ensuring all the rainwater from half of the house goes into the pond here. But that noise that you hear in the background, I'm so excited. Josh told me he was not dealing with fruit trees this year. So I was gonna try and dig the holes, but our ground is just, it's too rocky. There was turn this camera around. There was absolutely no way I was gonna be able to dig those holes. I tried. And so with having this amazing gift that our neighbor is letting us borrow his excavator, I've been kind of not so patiently waiting and bugging Josh, before you return it, can you please dig me some holes for my fruit trees? So over here, turn it back around, we just marked out the area. This is the fencing here. I think they used to have it quite a bit bigger because it's doubled almost all the way around. So I will be able to just throw a couple more T-posts in the ground and surround these new tender 6 fruit trees, which I got a Aprium, which is an apricot plum blend, a white nectarine, a peach, a Seckel pear, and 2 cherry trees. I got a Bing and a Rainier. So I'll be able to get those in the ground, and along with what we have here, which should be a plum, a peach, an apricot, and an apple. That is the start of a decent orchard. I wanted to get a couple more pear trees. We really enjoyed the pear trees that we had in Washington. But unfortunately, by the time I got to the nursery, all they had left were the Seckel pears. So I am gonna be checking the other nursery up in, let's see, 2 towns over. It's about a 45-minute drive, but Mariah's 4-H dog leader, dog project leader, her setup is over there, so we'll be going into that town in another week or so for some of her agility training with Rosie for 4-H. So I will hopefully be able to run into the nursery there, see if they still have them. They also said they had some 2-year-old asparagus crowns. So that would mean we should have a decent crop next year, as long as I can get an asparagus bed set up and in the ground. So always more to do than we feel like there is time, but earlier today we managed to do the very last of the plumbing for upstairs. Got everything plugged in, capped off, checked the main lines. There was one little spot that hadn't been crimped enough that had a little bit of seepage. We got that crimped down, and everything is good to go. So we have water back on in the house. It is all set for the 2 bathrooms upstairs. So now Josh is going to be running the electrical through the bathroom and bedroom walls, and we'll be able to get the new plywood subflooring down and the actual flooring in that arrived from Costco, all 80 of those boxes that we unloaded from the back of the truck. So never a dull day here on Jubilee Ranch, but always a ton of fun. Oh wow, look at that rock coming in. Wow, that's like solid rock in these holes. I'm turning this around. It's nothing but rock. It just looks like a whole rock slide area. That is crazy. Yeah, we're definitely having to dig these kind of deep so that we have enough to put in a good amount of compost underneath these. There's literally like no soil. It is just rock. So yeah, this is going to be a little bit of work. No wonder I couldn't dig this area. That is just insane. Thank God for big equipment. Well, my hero's working hard here to get my trees being able to be planted. Yay! So exciting. I'm gonna have to get some big buckets of soil here to put in the base, but that's okay. It's gonna be fun.